Hi guys, so it's only like 4:30 and the sun's going down. So I think it's like in a storm or something right now. So I feel like my lighting's going away. But I am here to start out a reading vlog for Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I was sent this from the publisher and this is Montlake. So it is, I believe, an Amazon publishing company. Colleen did leave Atria to go here and I have a copy. So this comes out December 10th and it is December 4th that I'm opening this up. I'm hoping to finish this by Friday. It's Wednesday today, and recording my thoughts as I read, because if you guys have been following me, I love Colleen Hoover. I have loved her for like 6 years, I want to say. I've been reading her for a long time, maybe 7 years, and I always get her new releases right away and read them, and I am very excited to have an early copy of this. The time got away from me. I wanted to read it a lot earlier, but then before I knew it, it was December, and I'm like, how did this happen? So I need to read this week, and I'm definitely going to start it tomorrow, and I will update you guys my reading journey. All I know is that this is about a mother and a daughter, and I believe they both have a romance with someone different, and so I don't know if it's a romance or if it's more women's fiction, but I'm excited to read it. Lacey finished reading it and loved it, and I have not heard a single negative thing from early reviewers so far, so very, very excited to read this and see what I think. So I will see you guys with my first update of starting this book. So I have Melissa's video up. I'm watching her wrap up. My book is right here. I've got Miss Lily in my lap. She never lays like this, so I'm very shocked that she's laying in my lap right now. And Miss Darcy was jealous, and so she came over here to lay with me. She's so cute. Hi, Darcy. I Miss Lily. She's so awake right now, but she just wants to cuddle. Hi. Hi guys, sorry for like the hot mess that is my face. I just went to the gym and I got back, had some dinner with my sister. Miss Lily woke up already because she wasn't even sleeping in my lap. But I was able to read about 80 pages today. I read during class. I have 2 guided reading periods, which is reading instruction for kids, and every Monday and Thursday we do independent reading for 25 minutes, and so that means I get 50 minutes of the class time. And oh my god, so the book is so good so far. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe something like Without Merit, which wasn't my favorite, because I like her adult romances better. That's just what I figured out about what I like about Colleen Hoover. And so I heard that this was about a mother and a daughter and like their individual romances, but it starts out, I don't even want to tell you where it starts out. I just want you to read this. It is about a mother and a daughter. I don't even want to tell you how old they are. I don't want to tell you anything, because I think going in blind really is making me love it even more. So you don't get to know anything. But I got about 80 pages read, and at the end of 8th period, I was like, oh my god, you guys, my book is going crazy right now. And they're like, oh, well, tell us, what did you read? You go first, because we share summaries with each other about like what we read and chat about our books. And I was like, no, you guys gotta go first, and then I'll tell you. And then I told them, and they just like, really? And they just think my book sounds crazy. And one of my students was like, well, you just read romance all the time. And I was like, yes, I do, and I love it, and that's why I love reading. So it's fun to talk about books with them. And my book turned crazy. Like 80 pages in, something crazy happens, and I'm very excited. I feel like now that I've read Verity, I'm like, is there something like secret and like hidden happening? I just feel like there's some conspiracy going on, but I don't know, because she does that. Colleen does that with a lot of her books. She likes to throw little hints here and there and then like drop big bombs, but never this early. So I'm really enjoying it. And there is definitely gonna be 2 different romances, one for the daughter and one for the mom, and I'm very, 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 very excited about them, especially the mom's romance. Like, I didn't think I'd love the mom's romance, but I am all on that train right now, so very excited for that. And that's all I want to update you on. So I'm gonna watch some news, cuddle with my pups, check my email, and then read some more. We'll see. I'll definitely update you later tonight, because this is crazy. Hi guys, so it is almost 8:30. I'm on page 150, and this book is just like so gosh darn cute, and I don't want to stop reading. And there was a conversation. So I am loving both chapters, but I'm especially loving the daughter's relationship right now. So adorable, so cute, I'm obsessed. But they have a conversation, and they talked about how much they hate in movies when the cups are empty. and it's obvious, and that is one of my biggest pet peeves when watching movies, is when they have a coffee cup and it's obviously empty and they're just like waving it around and I'm like, there's nothing in there. I am like, why don't you just put coffee in it so it's realistic? And it just even happened when I was watching a Hallmark movie with my family over Thanksgiving break. They got hot chocolate and we're just like waving it around while they're talking, and I'm like, there's literally nothing in that cup. I could not relate to a conversation more than that one. Colleen Hoover gets me. But this is so good. So good. I will say, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's definitely a trigger warning for grief of the death of a loved one. That's all I can say. I'm not going to tell you who it is or what it's talking about, but it's definitely a part of this and what the characters are experiencing. So keep that in mind, but I'm gonna continue reading. I'm loving it so far, and I just like totally want to finish it tonight, but it's a Thursday and I have school tomorrow, so I definitely won't be finished it tonight. But whenever I say I have school, so I was watching Olivia's vlog for Olivia Reads a Latte, and she's a teacher too, and she always says it's weird she doesn't know whether to call it work or school, because everyone's gonna think that she's in school, and that literally happens to me all the time. Like, I'm in my 5th year of teaching and people probably think I'm talking about college when I say that I'm in school, or like I have school tomorrow or something like that, or I'm out of school, because I call it school because it is school. It's not work to me. I mean, like, it is my job and it is my work, but I just say, well, I have school tomorrow, like, because I have school tomorrow, I have to teach tomorrow, and I know I look younger than I am, so yeah, people probably still think I'm in college, but I've been out of college since 2015, so been quite a while. But yes, little tangent there. I definitely relate to that, Olivia, the fact that I say school when I mean work, because it is work, but it's also school. So I can't stay up too late reading this, but I'm loving it, and I will talk to you guys later when I've read more. Hi guys, so I forced myself to go to bed last night at 10:15 because I didn't want to be a wreck for school today, but I am on page 280 now. I literally could have finished this in one day because I wanted to keep on reading, but I forced myself to go to bed, and it's just so good, because obviously the mom, if she wants to have a relationship with someone, really has to take into account her daughter, which I think is really great on the mom's part and Colleen's part for creating this mother who actually cares about her daughter and cares about the people she brings into her daughter's life and like what her daughter's going through. And then the daughter is going through a lot, and I think, like, I'm around teenagers all day, and so I really see in this teenage character what she's dealing with and the decisions she's making and what's going on, and it's so hard to see her make mistakes, but she is making honest mistakes that teenagers make, and it's just so good. And I don't know how it's gonna end, and I really want something to happen, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, and I will probably be annoyed if it doesn't happen, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And it's just like the dilemmas that the moms put in is really sad, and like you understand the pain the daughter's going through, though she doesn't know everything that's going on, which is hard because she is a teenager and you want to protect her from some things. So that's all I want to say, but really loving the romance, and I'm interested to see how the mother-daughter relationship ends up in this book, but love both romances, and I can't wait to finish. I'm gonna finish tonight and I'll update you guys when I'm done. Hi guys, so it is Saturday. I officially finished Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Hopefully I have this video up today so that I can post it, because this book releases on the 10th, which is this Tuesday. So I'm giving this book 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely like a lower 5 out of 5, but I still could not stop reading this. So I finally could watch Lacey's review. I will link that down below. I think that's the only video I've seen really talking about it, except for Gabby from Gabby Reads did finish this as well, and I know that she enjoyed it, but Lacey did a whole review video for it, and Lacey put it really well that this is definitely a mix between everything Colleen's written. So she has her more adult books like It Ends With Us and All Your Perfects, and then she has her more YA, which is like Slammed and Hopeless. This has the alternating chapters, so it has both. It has the teenage character who has her romance, and then it has the 34-year-old who has her romance, who is dealing with a lot, and she's dealing with her marriage, dealing with past feelings, dealing with being a mom, and then of course the younger character is dealing with her angst and her relationship with her mom and first love. And so If you like all of Colleen Hoover's books, you're gonna love this book. If you gear more towards one or the other, I think you'll still enjoy this book. The ending was adorable. I was, in Colleen Hoover fashion, expecting something crazy to happen at the end, but nothing does. So she is known for dropping these huge bombs in all of her books, especially Verity, which happened recently. But I feel like even with Confess, with Ugly Love, It Ends With Us, there are just these things that are dropped and hinted and then something crazy happens. That doesn't happen in this book. The crazy happens in the beginning and then it's the characters dealing with that throughout the book. I still love the romance. I still loved everything about it. I literally could not stop reading. If I were not working, I would have finished this in one day, honestly. I read over 200 pages of this book in a day and had to force myself to go to sleep because I had to work the next day. But it was really, 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 really good. I think you guys will enjoy it. I enjoyed it. As a Colleen Hoover fan, I was not disappointed. It was just so addicting. I could not put it down, and I enjoyed both of the point of views equally. A lot of times when we have points of view of two separate storylines that still intermingle, I typically like one more than the other, unless the author does it really well, and Colleen Hoover did it really well where I was invested in both relationships, and I liked how we got to see both of their perspectives of two very different people at very different times of their lives who are related to each other. So I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. I'm so happy I got an advance copy. Thank you so much to the publisher of Montlake for sending me an advance copy, and sorry it took me up until release week to read it, but it was so good. Colleen does a million giveaways, so make sure you're following her on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere. I recently won one of her giveaways, so I have a book coming in the mail from her, which is very exciting, and her team is so on top of it with those giveaways. I emailed them that I won, and they sent it out the next day. So definitely follow Colleen. She is such a humble person. She gives so much back to charity, to her readers. I love how in the back of the books, authors will thank the bloggers and bookstagrammers for helping. Oh, and she even thanks the booktubers too. So she says to all my author friends, readers, bloggers, bookstagrammers, industry professionals, and the like, thank you for being part of the book world. So I really appreciate when authors do acknowledge the hard work that reviewers do for them. So check this out. I loved it. This is totally spoiler free, so I'm not going to say anything else. Lacey does get into spoilers, so if you want them, check out her video. But I don't think I even told you the premise, and I'm not going to because I did not even read the back of this book. And I loved it going in. From the first chapter, I was invested because I had no idea what was going to happen because I didn't read the synopsis. So definitely check it out. That's all I have. Let me know if you are going to pick this up, what your favorite Colleen Hoover book is, and if you've read it, what your thoughts were. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.